Okay, so we've clamped it. Like I said, I only have 3 clamps. So what I did was I clamped it over here first, and then I tack welded, and then I moved the clamp to the other side. Now, when you're measuring for square, to make sure that this is kind of a funny way to say it because it's a rectangle, but when you're measuring it to make sure that it's everything is parallel, which is commonly referred to as being square, you do diagonal measurements. And you want to make sure that your diagonal measurements are the same, and that ensures that it's square. If you get, say, 44 inches on one diagonal and then 44.5 on another, then something is seriously out of square. So we're going to just tack this final corner in, and then we're going to go ahead and weld it continuous bead after we put the center brace in. And then we'll have to cut those 3/4 inch pieces that are going to go diagonal. Okay, so here you can see what this end cap looks like. This is going to go on the end of the bed at the headboard and the baseboard. And you can see it's all welded on the top. I haven't welded the inside corners yet, because the inside corners, like I said, we still have to make those 45-degree braces that are going to go from this end all the way across to that end. We're going to cut 2 of those out, and we'll show you that later. How we weld this piece here. Okay, and if you noticed, I pulsed it, and you can see it was for 2 reasons. One, it kind of looks like a pleasing weld. It's a fillet. It's hot, so I've got leather gloves on. But there's a fillet look to it, like a stack of dimes they call it, when you pulse. The other reason you do that is that it cools in between the pulsing, and it won't blow a hole in your metal. Go. Go.
Okay, I'll go now. Okay. Oh, that one did not go as well. It didn't even hit right there.
Okay, this is for the diagonals that are actually going to support the bed. So I'll just show you a little bit. It's kind of loud, so here's a little bit of how you cut it. Now this saw is a Ryobi, and it's a chop saw, and one of the things you'll notice is depending on the pressure you put on there, you can really slow down the motor. If you push hard enough, you can actually stop it. So you kind of listen to the motor and pace the cutting of the blade. When you're cutting a long piece like this, it's going to slow the blade down. If I were to cut it vertically, it'd cut a lot faster and it'd be a lot easier on the motor, but I need this angle here, which is why I have to do it like that. So that's it for this video, or this segment. Okay, so what I've done now is I have this piece here was the cutoff from the vertical or the diagonal piece that was cut at the steel store to 10 feet. So when I cut this angle right here, this is what I got left over. So now I need to trim there, and I need to trim over there, and I need to do the same angle down at the bottom here and over there. The way I figure the angles is I just lay my 3-inch piece on top, and then I take this angle finder, which you can get at Harbor Freight, and I don't know exactly how much it costs, but I think it was less than $5. And basically what you do is you push it up against your metal until you get it flush. Once you get it flush, if you keep that tightened, you can read in the gauge right there. And this one looks to be, about 60. I don't know if you can see that, but it's 60 degrees. So with that measurement, you come over to your chop saw, and you can see here you'll loosen up your adjusting bolts. Then you drop your blade down, and you put in your angle finder. right in here like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to move that fence until you're parallel with the angle on your little Harbor Freight gauge. And once you're parallel, then that's where you're going to cut. And so you'll tighten those two bolts, and that'll make your cut.